Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Xploder Strategies updates right here on YouTube. Now, before I get started, let me explain what this is all about. Every single Sunday we'll be releasing this, like kind of a podcast thing, right here on YouTube, so that you guys can keep up to date with what we're planning with the Xploder Strategies, what's coming soon, and stuff like that. And so let me get started off. Big week this week, the competition successfully ended, so if you haven't seen my update, go see it, 'cause that explains what happened for the competition. And our finalists are Killer 4716, M Chief Hammer, and the Lard Man. By the way, Lard Man, if you're watching this, see if you can get a hold of me. We've been trying to get a hold of you, but apparently it hasn't worked. So if you're watching this video, please get a hold of me, because we need to talk about the match, which will be absolutely brilliant. As for upcoming strats, I've got a hell of a lot of strats on the waiting list, but they will be postponed until the walkthrough has ended. Once the walkthrough's over and done with, then I'll have tons upon tons of strategies to put up, and once those strategies are put up and done, that's when the start of the Red Alert 3 strategies, or Red Alert 3 campaign walkthrough, will begin. So there's a little look there. Sorry about the cough. Killer 4716 also has a video coming up soon on his channel as well, which is Mothership Overload, involving me, him, and Screen Rusher in a 3v3 match, using many different ways on using our motherships. So check out Killer's channel and subscribe to his channel in order to watch Mothership Overload and also other episodes of the Xploder Strategies that I might not be in, or that I am in. Just depends. And yeah, that's all I've got from my end. Now, this is normally the part of the show where I do the top 5 strats of the week, but because I'm lazy and my brain's not working properly, I'm not going to do it this week, but I will do it next week. So we're just going to go straight to our next portion, which is Screen School. Now, before you even think, what is Screen School? What is it all about? Well, Screen School is our version of Command School out of Battlecast Primetime, so... But the good thing is you don't have Greg Kasavin with his bald head blinding you, so that's cool. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, school's in session.
Ladies and gents, welcome to Screen School. I'm your host, the legendary Screen Rusher. I'm known as Anderson on YouTube and Screen Rusher in the Xploder Strategies. Now, here's what I got one thing to tell you. Very simple, very easy. This is Screen School, and this is the pilot. Well, not technically, but I gotta come up with some shit. Kinda short notice, but I got something interesting. This is a tactic I actually used online. It's basically an infantry spam. Seriously, it's just awakened, go into the base, stun the harvesters, use enlighten and rocket squads to take them down. Easy. And, it works, what can I say? And the Titan Rush. Oh my god, it makes the predators look like mice. I'm not even joking you. And have you ever faced this situation? You see 1,000 volleys of long-range fire from behemoths or juggernauts. You go through the fog of war, and holy crap, there's a ton of them. Little help. Get a commando or short-range units and go to town. And pure fires and epic units work actually well for squishing and just for destroying. And Reaper 17. The Reaper Tripod Wash, and this is what I got for you. All you really need to do is add a very, very good shard launcher upgrade for the Seekers to seek up stealth, get the upgraded shard walkers, and mix in a Reaper Tripod or two and some Mecha Peats, and just go to town. Reaper 17 Rush by the Screen Rusher. And Traveler 59, what can I say about them other than they hit fast, They can steamroller you if you're not careful early to mid-game, and being a good fraction of mine, I would suggest getting to know these little alien friends, because they're not going to phone home. They're going to Overlord's Wrath your house, okay? Speaking of which, very, very awesome superpower. Lol. So, here's something very, very helpful in Squid School. I'm just gonna say. On the count of 3, think about this before you attack. He could have a bigger army that could counter yours. Or he could have a small army. Scout a little bit, find out, take him out. Very simple. And 2v2s. I really hate them when you're going up with a partner that's a noob. Oh my god. First of all, if this guy plays like a turtle, he should defend his base, but his economy may be sucky. If he's an economist, tell him to build base defenses near his harvesters and corn yards so he doesn't get screwed. And then, I like to go combos, such as the MRT combo with Black Hand, or not in it. We all know the fun we... Sorry, cough. All the fun we had stuffing Black Hand and APCs and watching that fire rain. Awesome. And I got a very, very good GDI tactic. I call it the Orca Spam. Tons of orcas. Very simple. And very, very interesting. And if you're asking why I'm sucking so much, it's because it's a pilot. I'll get better in time. Just like a fine wine. Oh snap. So, as it comes down to a close, I got really nothing to say other than the phase field. You know, the one that goes on vehicles and makes them temporarily invincible. You can do that on some sorry, cough, epic units and etc, etc. Make them run over vehicles. Awesome. Then, what can I say? I tried my best this time. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna get better. Hooah! This is the end of Squid School. And see you next time, class, 'cause you're lucky I didn't give you homework.
Thank you, Screen Rusher, for that. Now let's move on to our next segment, which is Killer 4716's Tip of the Week.
Thanks, Xploder. You're awesome. This is Killer 4716 with a little segment that I like to call the Tip of the Week. Oh yes. Now, every week we do this, and just like Dom said, and I have a Tip of the Week for every one of these we do. Today's Tip of the Week is Operation Constructing Destruction. This has to do with the mothership. I have given the mothership several operations. This is one of my favorite operations. I'm going to show you how to do so. I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you. Basically, build a drone ship and move it into the enemy's base, or you can ask your allied GDI or NOD person to build a construction yard and wormhole it to the enemy's base. Okay, once you do that, deploy your drone ship, or your partner will deploy his construction yard, and then you build the signal transmitter inside of the enemy's base, away from anti-air. Once it's deployed, once it's set up, then you can deploy the mothership immediately. From there, you can do two things. One, you can instantly fire upon the signal transmitter and then let the creep just happen, or move the mothership directly over one of your enemy's structures and sell your signal transmitter for money and then just let it happen. Now, a couple of things you need to know. First of all, you need to get enough money to do all this. That means you need enough money for a wormhole if you're going to transport your allies' construction yard. You need enough money for the signal transmitter. You need enough money for the drone ship if you're going to just send yours. and you also need enough money to instantly get the mothership as soon as possible. You need all this before you attack. Okay, that's all I have for you for the tip of the week. Now I'm going to head it back to none other than TheXploder.
Thanks for that, Killer. We're running out of time here, so I'm just going to save us quick. Goodbye, failed strategists. Goodbye. See you next week.